Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, about 10 minutes away. Clash with Kenzie. We'll get you on the phones for a chance at Sam Morril tickets. Super funny dude at Chicago Theater coming up October 4th. There are tickets on sale now, but free ones coming from our great friends Live Nation. And, of course, from us, Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
All right, the Cubs recover nicely coming off losing the series, that is, with the Phillies. Winning one game, but the Phillies came here to Chicago and somehow found their pitching and their bats. But they smashed the Pirates last night, 9-0. And the Cubs batters didn't strike out at all in yesterday's game, marking the first time since July 3rd, 2013, 12 years ago. The last time they pulled that off. That is a big historic fact. That's a good one. That's a big one. That's a good sign going into May. That's all I'm saying. Now, let's go back. Because Pete Crow Armstrong, what a hit. First, let's listen to the hit last night. Pete Crow Armstrong, 2-run homer. Let's listen to this.
Getting a lot of reps in center over the last two innings, and Pete powers that one. Deep to right field. It is gone. Pete Crow Armstrong, swing it. 2-run blast. 6th of the year. He is red hot. Cubs lead 4-0.
Pete Crow Armstrong, that was even earlier in the game. Now, July 30th, 2021, let's go back to that. When the Mets traded Pete Crow Armstrong to the Chicago Cubs in exchange for Javi Baez and Trevor Williams. This might go down as one of the greatest trades in Chicago history as we move forward. It's a little bit early. Pete Crow Armstrong, 23 years old, crushing it. Love him. Crushed it last year, too, by the way, in just a season that didn't go anywhere. But this may really go down as one of the trades we'll remember. Last night, now we haven't talked too much about the NBA playoffs. Been some tremendous games going on. The Bucks get eliminated by the Pacers, 4-1 in that series. The Greek Freak got into a heated confrontation with Tyrese Halliburton's dad after the game, right at the end as he's walking on the court. Now, Tyrese Halliburton's dad had run onto the court with a towel, and coming back ends up face-to-face with Giannis and kind of waves the towel at him a little bit and talks some smack to him. The quote was, "This is what we do. This is what we do." Now, to be clear, Tyrese Halliburton's dad did not play in the game, but his son did and played quite well. Mm-hmm. After the game, Tyrese Halliburton said, "We don't have to sit here and act like it's any secret. We don't like them. They don't like us. It's just what it is." That's how I like the NBA to go, in the playoffs especially. And I didn't see a big deal on this, but it certainly blew up, and I'm sure it's on your timeline if you hit on Twitter now, of just this stare down, and it looked, Giannis at 7 foot over his dad, who also looks like he could probably scrap, to be honest, Tyrese Halliburton's dad. But a big deal and a big controversy a little bit in sports of who was in the right, who was in the wrong. Obviously, the Greek Freak was just walking on the court. His dad shouldn't be on the court. But either way, I don't think it's that big a deal. I think it's actually funny they were jarring. That's what makes the NBA playoffs great and people interested in what's going on.
Who's the Greek Freak? Which one's the Greek Freak? Giannis?
Giannis is the Greek Freak.
The guy named Giannis.
Giannis.
I'm trying to keep up. We're doing normal names. We're doing nicknames. Trying to keep it straight.
You got a very Greek last name, Antetokounmpo.
What?
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, that's why they say the Greek Freak. It's just easier.
Yeah.
So the
It's
Bucks.
like a Harry Carey shortcut right there.
The Bucks blew multiple late leads, lost Game 5 in the series in overtime, and there you go. The Bucks are gone. And in cases, Pacers advance, being from Indiana.
Look, I think the world is a better place without the Milwaukee Bucks in the playoffs. A team just absolutely full of complainers. While Tyrese Halliburton's dad was wrong to be on the court last night, it doesn't, now we have to gloss over the fact that Giannis started a fight with a second Pacers player, Benedict Mathurin, after the game. He's completely out of control. I think there's roid rage going on there with Giannis. This is now multiple times that he's antagonized the Pacers. By the way, second year in a row they've been bounced from the playoffs by the Pacers. And Bucks fans, they seem to have any excuse for why that is. So-and-so was hurt. The arena was too cold. It was a day that ended in Y, so it's not fair that we had to play the Pacers.
Is that fair? That's one of the complaints, that the arena was too cold?
And so they've always got something. It's weird. The Pacers just continue to beat the Bucks, but it's never the Bucks' fault. And also, whenever Giannis starts a fight with somebody, it's never his fault. The finger's always in the other direction. It's really funny how that works.
Well, they're gone now, so there you go.
Thank God.
And the Bucks advance. I'm sorry.
The Pacers
The
advance.
Pacers advance
I
in
was
the
like, what?
NBA playoffs.
I swear the whole time he was saying the Bucks were gone.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Get on the phones, 312-591-8300 to compete for tickets for comedian Sam Morril at the Chicago Theater. It's coming up in October. Tickets are on sale now. There's a few left from our great friends at Live Nation and from Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So check in, 312-591-8300 right now. Call to compete against Kenzie in trivia for those tickets.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q 101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q 101.
Let's go. Kenzie competing actually the people competing against Kenzie for tickets for Sam Morril at the Chicago Theater coming up Saturday, October 4th. Those tickets are available now from us, Brian and Kenzie, and from Live Nation. And we have Ian competing against Kenzie for the tickets today. Ian, ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
How's it going? I am a special education biology teacher.
Right on. And remember now,
Right on.
well, Teachers Week next week.
Teachers Week is next week. But we love
Then
teachers.
what the hell, Case?
You know, the thing with us, and no other show will say this, we love teachers 365 days a year.
No one
You don't
will
have
say
to in the
that.
summer.
That's
Okay.
true. The summer we take a break.
How do we subtract 90 days from 365?
You tell
What do you mean,
me.
how?
Well, I'm in my head. I'm trying to get there. So
Uh-huh.
90 would be, is that 200 and 200? wait.
Maybe we should just
You
have
got a calculator
we
on your
need
phone,
more
man. Use it. It's
teachers.
cool.
Yeah, use the calculator on your phone.
God, I wish I had an iPhone when I was in high school. It would have been amazing.
Do you want to take a break and do a lap? Are you good?
I'm good. Why? Can I do math?
Yeah, you couldn't subtract 90.
You asked how you subtract that.
65, 90. Would that be 275 days?
Uh-huh.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, look at that.
Hey,
Give me a point.
All right.
let's go teachers. Who taught him?
All right, Ian, first one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, he can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Ian.
Tails.
It's tails. Good job, Ian. Hey. All right, Ian, here we go. Question number 1. What shape is a stop sign?
Octagon.
Octagon is right. Also where the UFC fighters fight. And Kenzie,
Yeah.
how many lives is a cat said to have?
9.
9. I know that. Listen, Ian, I just go right in the order of questions, you know.
Okay, he got what shape is a stop sign, so let's relax.
I'd say octagon is tougher than 9 lives in cats. I would just say that a little bit.
Well, then don't ask it to me. What?
I'm going in order of the questions. Back to Ian.
That's right, 1-1.
Cool.
Ian, I say is used by which Looney Tunes character?
Yosemite Sam.
Oh, it's not Yosemite Sam. Kenzie, I say, very shocked. I say is used by which Looney Tunes character?
Isn't it Foghorn Leghorn?
Foghorn Leghorn is exactly right. Now, I didn't go too far in the impersonation. I say, hey, boy. That's what he would say.
Doesn't he say, I sit on you?
I don't think he says that.
I don't think he says, I say boy.
He does say that.
That sounds bad.
I know it sounds, he's talking to another animal. You know, it's not.
I'm thinking of Kenzie, you'll understand this reference. When Michael Scott wears a fat suit in the office,
Yes.
he says, I say, I'll sit on you.
Yeah.
Is he talking like Foghorn Leghorn,
He
though?
is. Yes, he is. That's why he got it mixed up.
All right, Kenzie 2, Ian 1.
And back to Kenzie.
Kenzie, what is Patrick's last name on SpongeBob SquarePants?
Star.
Star is right. Kenzie's got 3 pretty fast. Ian?
Ooh.
Uh-huh. Ian, Will Smith plays what infamous boxer in a 2001 movie named after this boxer?
Muhammad Ali.
That's right. Ian's got 2. Back to Kenzie. The film Moneyball focuses on the triumph and tragedy of what MLB team?
Oh, the Oakland A's.
That's right. There you go. So Kenzie's got 4. Staying here with Ian again. Ian, what type of meat needs to be cooked to a minimum internal temperature of 165 degrees to ensure safety? What type of meat?
Pork.
Pork is not right. Kenzie, I know. Kenzie for the win. So 100.
Poultry?
I'm sorry, you said poultry?
Yeah.
That is right. Fast game.
Man.
Right. You got schooled, bitch.
What was that, Ian?
I said I got burned by chicken twice.
That was worth it, though. You want to give the Sam Morril tickets for that really funny joke?
How about it? Just take the tickets, right, Kenzie? Okay with
Yeah,
that?
I don't care. I'm not going, right?
You're not taking the tickets and keeping it for yourself. And you're a teacher, and it's pre-Teachers Week, so there you go.
Pre-Teachers Week.
Sam Morril tickets for the
You guys are
Chicago
awesome.
Theater. Oh, you're awesome,
we
man.
love you.
Thank you so much. Hang on. Case is going to give you the tickets, and probably one of the fastest games, I don't know about in history, but really fast.
That was a quick one.
That was a quick one. Remember, tomorrow you want these tickets again, get on the phones with us at 7:10. That's when we start getting you ready for it. For Sam Morril, Chicago Theater. From our great friends Live Nation and from Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just gave away some free stuff. Sam Morril tickets, more of those tomorrow. But don't worry about that. 25 minutes away at 8 o'clock. Q101 Fest. We start off the day with it at 8 o'clock every day. This is your chance to get to the Boston Calling Music Festival. For the next several weeks, we'll have different festivals each week. This is the Boston Calling Festival, which has Fall Out Boy, Cage the Elephant, All Time Low, The Main, Sublime, Vampire Weekend, and a bunch more. And just for qualifying, you get to pick Riot Fest one-day tickets. Blink on Friday, Weezer, Jack White on Saturday, Green Day on Sunday. And it's early in it, so you get to pick your day for which day of Riot Fest you want to go to. Just for qualifying, that's at 8 o'clock. We'll give you a keyword. It's super easy. And Kenzie got back just in time from vacation, from her birthday vacation in Mexico, to be a part of Fest. Now, something happened besides my gift and having to drive out there, which we talked about at length yesterday and a little bit this morning to give you your gift. But when you got home, something was up with your house. Something happened at the house, which is always kind of terrifying and sad when you come home and expect everything to be just, my house, my bed, my chair, my TV. It's perfect. That's not what happened.
No,
When you
not
got home.
exactly. So I love my mom, and I know that, like, listen, she came, I do. Oh, my God. My
I
mom's
love my mom, but...
Because, like, you just have to be ready for my mom. And I'm ready for my mom. My husband's probably not. But my mom, she was here watching our kids, right? And so was my dad. But, I'm sure she had to do a lot of the heavy lifting there. So,
Calling out her dad?
but love my dad, too. But, I come in. My entire living room is rearranged. All the furniture, all the decorations are in a different spot, blankets, pillows. She redid the entire living room.
Okay, burn it down and start over. That's all you can do. There's no...
I'm fine with it. I
Really?
honestly, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I know my mom. She is super big on feng shui. That's what she said. Like, this is her. And she goes, if the room doesn't have a certain energy, she starts moving furniture around.
Got it.
It's who she is. And she had to live there for a couple days. So I'm like, well, she's going to have to move stuff around. She said that the living room was giving her anxiety. So she had to.
Whoa. It's pretty heavy. So basically, she's saying that you had crap energy going on there before she got there.
I don't know.
But what's a
That's fine with me. It looks nice. I really don't care because, again, I'm very used to my mom. She also, like a sidebar, I didn't even tell you guys this. I went upstairs and I opened my cabinets in my bathroom and she redid all those too. So all the cabinets were organized like products. So all the hair products are in order and then all my like skin products because that was bothering her.
Well, if that's in order, that's okay. But you move the couch and where the TV is. I mean, again, burn it down and start over. Just get a new home in a different city.
Change your name.
You can't move it back. You can't go back again. Because if you go back, then you're, well, this is my OCD kicking in, of course. If you go back, then you're going to start questioning, was it better where it was before, where somebody else moved it? Was it my opinion? Was I wrong to where I put the couch and the TV set up before?
Whoa. Whoa.
And then all of a sudden, I'll never be able to enjoy the living room or the family room again. Sorry,
I'm not
sorry, that's
like
me.
that.
No one else is with me on this one?
So I just left it.
Oh, you left it.
I left it like that. I'm fine with it. I just think, obviously, like, I grew up with my mom. I know how she is. I'm a kind of a roll with it person in that factor. Like, Brian's very OCD out of us. Like, it has to be a certain way. I'm not. I think it's because I had my mom as a mom. I'm like, okay, I'll just do whatever.
You said your husband isn't, so what did he do? I mean, he watches the Cubs games from a perfect angle.
I know. I was a little worried about that.
Yeah.
He hasn't said anything yet, though.
Well, of
I don't
course.
even know if he noticed.
I was going to ask you if he even noticed.
I wonder that. Too many things I've thrown away of his, and he has no. He hasn't been like, I haven't seen that in 5 years. Like, he just zoom over his head.
It's not how it'd go in my house.
Brian would notice.
Oh,
Do you think you'd notice anything, like, at all, like, any difference in your house?
I'm not joking. I go to the garage, get the gas can, come inside, pour it on, and light it on fire. I'm starting over.
But, like, if Megan threw something small away, like in your little man cave area, like one thing, like she's like, I hate this one poster or something like that, do you think you'd notice?
Do you think she has the key to the one room in the house that's mine to go in there and do something like that? You think she has
You have it locked?
I have several. That child lock thing, I have that on there first, and then the doorknob locks, and then I have a bear trap. I have a bear trap on the other side of the door.
You have a bear trap inside your house?
Yeah. There's a bear trap on the other side of the door.
That's
Otherwise,
safe in case your daughter gets in.
that's why the child lock's on the door too.
Duh. Brian, real quick, what would happen again if Kenzie's mom came to your home while you were out of town and rearranged your furniture? How do you think that would go?
I go to the garage. I get the gas can. I don't have a garage, to be fair. I have a deck, and I have a gas can on the deck.
That's safe.
I bring
That's awesome.
I bring that in, pour it everywhere. Make sure no one's in the house, of course, or my neighbors upstairs or downstairs. They clear it out.
You're not only ruining your home at that point, you're taking down other people with you.
Well, I am in an apartment building,
Yeah.
so sorry.
But that's what happens when somebody moves your couch.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
And then I'll just move somewhere else. Got to start over fresh. Cannot move it back. It's over at that point, because then I'll question everything. All the choices I've made in my life will come into play in my head.
You know there's medication for you, right?
For the love of God, go on medication.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So we're just about 10 minutes away from Fest, your chance to get to the Boston Calling Music Festival and get Riot Fest one-day passes just for qualifying. So this is awesome. At 8 o'clock, we'll do it every day this week right around this time at 8 o'clock. So make sure you're here. And it's going to go on beyond this week as well with a different festival each week we'll send you to. But Riot Fest one-day passes will always be the qualifying prize. This is a super big win because you get to go somewhere for an awesome festival, and then you get to stay home for the best fest on earth. So that's coming up at 8. Very easy. Just a keyword should do it. So don't worry about thinking about a song scramble, something like that. Don't worry about it. Not going to happen. So we got some texts in. Kenzie mentioned how she came back from a couple days in Mexico for her birthday, and her mom moved all the furniture around to better feng shui the house. And I say when that happens, you just got to burn it down and start over
I
because
can't believe how much it bothered you. Like, I thought it was funny, so I was telling you about it, but, like, you got itchy.
I'm still itching over it, thinking that in my head, once somebody moves the couch, it questions all my decisions in my life that I first had the couch in the wrong spot because you try to move it back and then it won't feel the same. Watching the Cubs game on there won't feel the same. So burn down the house, start over, move to a new place, and then your choice, you'll be confident in that better than moving back somebody else's move.
Okay. I'm just going to leave it personally. That's just me.
No one's with me on that, I guess.
How did you decide in your apartment that you're in now, how did you decide where to put the furniture?
Well, I gave Megan some money and said, go shopping. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to set it up. And then I went through about 17 different positions of the couch and the TV.
And you think the one that you have is the best version of the furniture layout?
You've been over there for a Super Bowl party. Was it amazing?
I mean, it was a furniture layout. I don't know if I would call it amazing. I feel like you should go home and try to maybe rethink the way you've got things going.
You're just trying to set me off, aren't you?
No, there's a lot of dead space in your living room. I don't think you made the most of the space you have.
Ooh, you want my mom to come over? What?
She does look like she's in a Whitesnake video. Do you want her to come over?
It's not
She'll
windy
fix
today.
that.
Yeah.
She'll fix that fast.
I can't burn down the places I have nowhere to go. There's no other places out there. There's no
sad statement.
It's factual though. There's no other place to go. Everybody stay home. I'm gonna go and watch
Case
TV today.
hates your layout.
I didn't know this. That's the first time I'm finding this out.
I'm just saying maybe it's not the best version. Maybe there's something you could do to change it.
You don't think I went through all the versions possible in the square footage that I have?
I'm not sure because I'm a little surprised that that's what you landed on.
Well, when you sat there,
Wow.
when you sat there and watched the Super Bowl, did you not see every corner of the field perfectly and every replay was glorious?
No, really. The way also the couch feels off center now that I think about it. I don't feel like it's in the middle of the space that it's in.
I don't like. I don't. You know, I think I have to go home right now. I want to talk about Tiffany Henry in a couple minutes before we do Fest Fest. Fest Fest is canceled, by the way. We're not doing it.
Oh, interesting. The whole promotion's gone.
I'm gonna go. We're gonna play
Now
seven.
we gotta figure out this whole couch thing.
Yeah,
We're doing Couch Fest.
I got Oasis. I got
Couches first.
Oasis, Offspring. How much? What, can I add in Freebird here? I got to get home and check the couch. I'll be back. It'll be fine. Kevin checked in from 708. As I mentioned, my man cave is guarded by a child lock, a regular lock, and a bear trap, and then you burn down the house to start over. He says, I'm curious if Brian got to burn it down. He got that idea from the college sex doll incident and had the headlines a few weeks ago. Well, you know, it's certainly warranted. Well, Head to Headlines is coming up, by the way, in a half hour as well with the funniest headlines of the week. But first, we're going to kind of put a lid on the Tiffany Henyard era. Our friend Ben Bradley from WGN did a final report on Tiffany Henyard's exit as mayor in Dalton. You have to hear this audio in a final attempted interview with Tiffany Henyard. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up in 3 minutes.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.